Hi, I'm Caroline. I'm going to be giving you a step-by-step demonstration of how to apply a natural stage makeup. So first things first, you're going to want to start with your primer. This is what allows makeup to stick to your face without also clogging your pores at the end of the night when you get it off. So you're going to want that all over forehead, cheeks, nose, lips, and neck. And then you're just going to rub that in. After the primer layer, I will typically do my eyeshadow next because it's a powder, and if I do it after my foundation, then it has a tendency to get all over the rest of your makeup, and then you have to essentially start over again. So starting with the creases, I tend to use like dark pinks or even browns. You want it, again, natural colors. So pinks, browns, these are the looks you'll go for. And you want to get it right up in the crease, dark in the crease, dark for the liner, but light on the all over lid. And then you're gonna want a lot of it. You want it all up in there. Make sure it's very dark, very visible. If you're using a pink, be warned, you will look like you have pink eye in the beginning. It doesn't matter. You're far enough away from everyone else that they won't be able to see you, just your friends on stage. Once you've got the dark stuff all in your creases, then you're going to take the lighter lid. Oh, where is it? For this, I tend to use e.l.f. liquid, but you can also use a nice over, I cannot see. You can also use just like natural light pinks. You just want to grind that in there, get a whole lot of it. And then I'll do this as my base layer and probably do a liquid layer over the top later. And just again, all over the lid, all up in there. You're going to want a lot of it, just all over. And then to finish touching that up, I will take a light duster brush and go over it. I usually use a highlighter because otherwise it's too dark. But you want to go all up in the brow line and essentially smooth out the rough edges from here. And you just want to, again, get that all over. This is the fastest part of the makeup, I find, is my eyes. Just all over, all up. And then I happen to personally have very bad eye bags, so from here I will take my concealer stick and I'll just go right up underneath and in kind of a triangle shape down as a way to conceal my eye bags. Of course, this is a step you can skip if you are rushed for time. You don't really need it. I just find that it's easier to use a concealer than to use and try and get my foundation all the way right up in my eyeline. And then again, if you have time, just kind of go right in with a brush and kind of smooth it out in the beginning. And then from here, I'll actually grab an eyeliner brush and grab some nice dark brown. In my dark brown, you don't want to do black. Black looks unnatural, so a nice dark brown or dark pink. You're just going to go from the middle to the edge. You want to get a lot of that in there. Again, from middle parallel to the edge, and you're going to go at the top and underneath as well. Doesn't need to be neat, it just needs to be there. And again, on this side, up in there, again underneath the lid. Again, doesn't have to be neat. Typically I'll go in if I've got time and I'll fix it up with like a little bit of liquid eyeshadow and just kind of get in the middle there just for a little bit of shine and fix it up. And that's for that bit. And then, okay, so now my eyes done look very natural. And then from here, of course, now that my eyes are done, I can go and I can grab foundation pad, and actually before even starting on the foundation, I'll go with my concealer, grab any particularly dark red spots or spots that I fear will show out. So typically for me that's chin, around the nose, tip of the nose, even up here on my brow where I've got some darker freckles. And then this one's a liquid concealer, so I'll just take my liquid pad all over in there. And this is just to get all the blemishes out and kind of concealed. After that, of course, I'll take my foundation, and this is the part that's going to take a while because you just straight up need a whole lot of it. So like lots of pumps. Like you want to load it, very loaded. And then you're just gonna evenly apply that all up into the brow line, up into the hairline. That's going to be all over your face. You want to be about 1 to 2 shades darker than your natural skin tone. You'll look a little orange, but if you look like you've been playing in the dirt, it's too dark. Or if you look like you've got a really bad tan, you're too dark. And then like, so got the forehead loaded. You're going to use, again, a lot of this. I'm going to go for multiple pumps here. And then just in it all over. Bring it down, go around, down. Get it all over, including over your lips. It's fine. We'll go over that with lipstick. It'll look smooth. And you're going to come down and around and under and all the way down your throat. You need a lot of it, not just one side. So again, more pumps. A lot of it, just kind of all up in and all over. Very smooth application. Very nice and blended. I'm gonna go down and under the throat and all over. And I actually need my glasses to see if I've in fact gotten this where I want it to be. Okay. Mostly, not quite, but mostly there. And it's a very thick layer. You're gonna feel cakey and gross. That's completely normal. And then once all that's in, typically from here, I will go for, if I can see it, eyebrows. I have very blonde eyebrows. They're not visible from stage, so I'll take e.l.f. brow gel, Wow tinted brow gel, and just all up in there, making them dark, making them visible. And again, if you mess up, you can always do touch-ups at the last minute, but mostly you just want it on and in there. And quite frankly, mess-ups will not be seen anywhere except right in front of your face. And once that's done, ahead and set your face, set your liquids with a powder. This particular one is e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder, and that's gonna be, I'm gonna need a lot of that. I'm just gonna keep it open for now, but like there's a lot in there. And then I'm gonna take just my all over face brush and dip it in and just all over, because you do not want your face to move at all tonight or any of the nights that you're doing stage. So just use it all up. Make sure you're completely covered. As you can see, I'm getting powder all over myself. That's okay. It all just kind of, it's a powder. It all just brushes off nicely. Okay, and then it's my powder. My face is all set. I can always come back and apply more later. From here, I'll actually be going ahead to do my blush. And again, you want to go for dark tones. This is not the usual tone I'd use. It's actually much darker, much heavier. Where is, I'm gonna take that. I'm just gonna grind it in, and then just take it and right along the cheek line all the way up into bridge of your cheekbone, all the way up into your hair. You're just gonna right up along there. Grab more. Again, right up along that ridge line, all the way up. Okay. And that, and sometimes I'll do a little dusting on my nose, but mostly the cheek lines, cheek and ridge. Okay. And then from here, I'm actually going to take setting spray. This one, thankfully, I don't need an ear for. You can see right up. And just take that setting spray all over the face, just so that stuff doesn't move. Okay, and while that's set, where is... Last two things I ever do are mascara and lipstick. So just gonna, and then guys, you might be able to do some contouring under your cheeks. Just be warned, and up in your brow line or up in your hairline. Again, just be warned, that'll make you look older. It ages you. So you got to be careful how much you put on and what color. From here, just like, and again, you want a lot of it. Mascara, black, very black. Just all over. This is going to actually take a few different rounds to do. And just one. And again, if it gets a little messy, don't worry. No one will notice except on stage. You just want to make sure that everything is visible. Just make sure that you see lashes and a little bit of lower lash. And again, we can always do touch up right beforehand. Touch up is good. Especially on the day that we have the matinee, you're just gonna have to touch up between shows. Just want to make sure that you've got a lot of eyelash, make it really visible. If you still don't feel like it's visible, for girls, guys, you're not gonna need a whole lot for whatever reason. You guys, people don't care if you have eyelashes. Girls, we might need to learn how to apply fake lashes in our downtime. I'm going to use this to check and make sure that I can see okay. And then the last part of this is, of course, going to be lipstick, which I'm going to apply with my glasses on just so I can see it. You're going to want, no, that's not the right one. You're going to want a red, not too red, more pinky and orange. One of the ways of doing this, if I don't want to go out and buy more, then typically I'll mix shades. So like this is a deep red. Just follow the outline of your lips. And this is actually a bit too dark for natural, so if I come up close, you can see it's a little dark. That's okay. I can fix this by mixing it with a lighter shade. If you don't want to go out and buy more, just grab the darkest red you have and then grab a light pink and kind of blend them together. Fortunately, I don't really have a way to get the lipstick to set, so lipstick might have to be applied after your costume's on, just so that it doesn't, because lipstick is the most prone to essentially coming off your face when you rub up against fabric, like so. So lipstick might have to wait till your costume is on. Generally, I do my makeup out with the costume off, and then I just spray it down, wait for it to all to set and to hold still, and then, as I demonstrated a couple of weeks ago, once it's on, my face won't move. Not until I apply makeup remover. Anyway, that's how you do stage makeup. And of course, through a video, it looks quite natural, but the reality is it looks, there's a lot of it on there. It's really caked on. You can see the very deep colors, but from a distance, it looks quite natural, quite normal. And yeah, that's how you do stage.